Hello everyone, my name is Ladia with Mimi Made It by Ladia. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. I know that your time is valuable. I know that you could be doing anything else with that time, but I want to say thank you for stopping by for a few minutes on my channel. Today, what I'm going to talk to you about is changing this beautiful winter floral arrangement to a more springtime floral arrangement. Easy to do, quick to do. You could do with things that you already have on hand. Don't necessarily have to always go out and buy things. So I want to take a moment to show you that. But before I do, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel, like my channel, share my channel with your family and friends, and hit the notification button so you'll see when I have more videos posted. So this Christmas, past Christmas 2022, I decorated my spare bedroom in red, black, and white. And so I put together this floral arrangement to go in that room to just give it a little bit more color and add to it. So now that we are past the holidays and it's actually close to Valentine's Day, I want to show you how I'm going to change this out and turn it into more springtime flower arrangement. So ta-da! Just take it out. Very easy to do. When I am decorating that home for myself, I generally don't glue items in because I will probably use some of these items in a different setting for this coming year. When I am making items, floral arrangements for my clients, or I'm putting them out there on Etsy for sale, yes, I do glue. I do use a hot glue gun. I use a hot glue pan. But for this situation, it makes it so much easier since this is for me personally. I can change it in and out whenever I want. So I'm just going to set that to the side. And then what I also did was I filled the bottom of this particular vase with some more snow, and so that you wouldn't see any of the bottom of it if you happen to look down in there. Next thing I want to do, now that I've gotten the winter out, I'm going to start bringing some of that spring Valentine's Day in. Before I forget, you always want to make sure that you have as many of your supplies that you're going to be working with for your project right on hand. Just makes it a lot easier. You don't have to stop and start, oh, I forgot this, I've got to go get that. So I have my wire cutter, I have scissors, I have some zip ties, I have a piece of wire, I also have my foam, and then I have the items that I'm going to incorporate in my design. I have my red flowers, some red and white picks, some greenery that I want to add, and then I also have a bowl that a pre-made bowl. It was quick and easy. Certainly I will take a moment to show you how to do it as well as we move along, but just did it real quick and easy for this particular project so we can keep moving. Now, I have pinking shears. Now, why does she have pinking shears? Well, this is what I like to do when I am doing my floral designs. I like to use some tulle, and you can get tulle at your local fabric store. You can get it in a lot of different designs, colors, thickness. Some of them are thicker than others, and what I like to do is just put it together. Use my pinking shears when I cut, just because when I have this as part of my arrangement, you won't be able to see if there are any crooked lines. You won't be able to tell because I use pinking shears. So just a quick cut. I've cut the other sides as well, so should just be able to make a quick cut with this one. And I am done. So again, what I like to do is just use the tulle as part of my decorations and just stuff it down in the vase, however you want to say it. Gives it a little bit more texture, adds to the design. But just stick that in there. Now, I've got my foam. Just for this arrangement, I do want to have some foam down in there. Let's see, I should be able to get a couple good pieces. There we go. And then just pull the tulle out around that for your own unique design. Almost kind of looks like the top when you're looking at it. from this angle, kind of looks like a flower. Okay. So next thing I want to add is going to be the actual tulips that I'm using. Now, I don't need to cut these. I used some of these from a previous project. I did cut a few of the stems off and used it. So this is something that came from my inventory. Didn't have to go out and buy anything additional because I already had it on hand. And this is a perfect time to use it. So I'm just going to stick it right down the middle of the foam. And what this is giving me is the height that I want in this particular arrangement. And the reason why is because I'm going to add greenery as I move on through. Now, the tool is just like a bow. You're going to fluff it, you're going to move it around when you're done. So I'm not so much worried about the way it looks right now because I can always make adjustments with it. The next thing that I want to add is going to be some greenery. And again, no glue gun, no glue pot, because I want to take these items apart and use it for another project. Saves money that way. And what I'm finding with this is these greenery, I believe it's, well, it's got seeds on it, but this faux greenery, I want to make sure that I say that, will also fill out the bottom of the arrangement. I've got 3 of them in there. There we go. Pushing down through the foam takes a little bit of muscle action. So I got that one in there. Now I want to add some other greenery in there to give it a little bit more texture. And so I've got some grass. And again, this is from my own inventory. See, it has that kind of wiggly, squiggly look that I always like in my designs. I'm a big fan of the swirlies, if I can call them that. And I'm just sticking this, as you see, right down in there. And see how it just gives it a little bit more of that flyaway look and gives it, to me, what I call that come hither look, come look at me. And guess what? We are almost done. The last item that I'm going to add to this before I start fluffing my tool is the bow that I made. Quick and easy bow. Took me just a few moments to make it. I am going to show you real quick how to make it at the end of the video. But what I did was I like to attach my bow so that I don't have to worry about them coming apart. I like to use a zip tie. And for this, for a pick, I just use some of my wire, put it around the bow, and then I've got this long piece and to cut just a little bit of it, and I'm using that as my pick. And I've got my tails out there, and of course you always want to make sure that you dovetail your ends. And now I can play around with the tool, the red tool that I have down in there. I'm going to pull some of it out and some of it in the back. I'm going to tuck in a little bit. And there you have it. Now, when Valentine's Day is over, of course, the only thing you have to do to change this back over to just a nice spring bouquet floral arrangement is just take out the ribbon. And you could also take out the picks if you want, but I think I might leave mine in because they're just so small, so dainty, so pretty. Reminds me of love. So there you have it. There is my going from the Christmas floral arrangement to a nice, beautiful red and white Valentine's Day arrangement with greenery. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I am Ladia of Mini Made It by Ladia. Thank you so much again.